At forward, 6'6", number 43, Pascal Siakam.
Welcome to another Groundhog Day NBA game. Shadows or not, it's time to get it going. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Indiana Pacers at Cambridge Fieldhouse. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. A moment here to see the numbers for Lauri Markkanen.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Here are the starters for Utah. George out there with Williams. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Lauri Markkanen. And it's Bailey in at the small forward position. And for Indiana, Neesmith out there with Andrew Nembhard. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Huff in at center, filling out the middle. And for those teams that look like a total rebuild now, how do they stay motivated, Grant?
Well, BA, for the free agents to be, it's all about the dollar signs. And of course, for the younger players, this is your chance to show you deserve minutes.
Here's Furphy. Nembhard outside. Sinks it from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Markkanen outside. Here's Bailey. Fires from deep. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Furphy. Another three for Indiana.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. George passes to Bailey. And here is Williams. Pass to Bailey. Furphy grabs a miss.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Neesmith on the wing. Here's Furphy. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Well, that's basically a warm-up three for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attempt.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Outside, Williams. George sets a screen, takes a three. Williams misses. Indiana's gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Right side, Neesmith, the shot. That one rolls around and rims out. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The kick out to Williams. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Siakam against Markkanen. Siakam gets the bucket.
Well, you can't start the game much better than this. 4 of 5 from the field.
When we talk about Keontae George, what stands out to you the most, Stan?
Good question, B.A. I don't know that I'd pick one area. He's good at a wide variety of things. Can handle the ball, pass it, score it, and that gives you flexibility in terms of the guys you put around him.
Now here's Siakam. He had 25 points in his last game. Here's Furphy. On target from range. Furphy's got 9.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. BA?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Here's Furphy. 9 points in the game. Huff, the pass to Siakam, launches it, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
George outside. Markkanen sets a screen. 5 on the clock to halt the run. Another miss by Markkanen.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Neesmith passes to Nembhard. Pass to Furphy. Siakam the screen. Releases. And it's Indiana scoring again.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Now here's Markkanen. Yet to see a basket. Bailey, the pass to Markkanen. And that one, good.
And the craftiness that Markkanen shows around the rim makes him tough to deal with.
Indiana leading by 10. Now here's Nembhard. Last game, 26 points for him. Siakam the screen. Here's Furphy. Off target with the 3. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Jazz. This game coming after a loss versus the Raptors.
Yeah, they found some decent looks. The shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
For Indiana, they've gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Outside Neesmith. The three-pointer off the mark. Jazz trail by 8. Williams on the wing. Markkanen outside. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Markkanen's got 7 points.
Some quick hands there from Lowry into his motion fast.
Back to Nembhard. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Here's Siakam. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. The Jazz have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. And the shot's good.
Wow, Keontae George flashing those handles. Nasty stuff.
Here's Siakam, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Collier, he's checked in for Williams. Here's Collier. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Raptors in Toronto.
Yeah, he did a great job attacking the defense and getting to the line. That kind of aggression goes a long way.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. check in on the rookies making an impact with their passing. Second is Isaiah Collier.
The league got a big infusion of talented passers this year, and he's up there with the best of them. And as time goes, his court vision is only going to get better.
Now here's Neesmith. He's covered closely. Here's Murphy. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Markkanen outside. The three. He buries it from 3. Markkanen's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Siakam. Shot clock at 5. Indiana needs to get off a shot here. Here's Nembhard. Utah with the rebound.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Bailey. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Indiana's gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. And last season, the Jazz with the worst record in franchise history.
They're losing with a plan, though. Utah, such a smart organization. If you're going to tear it down to the studs, do it in a good draft year.
And here are the Jazz. They're on a 14-2 run here. Markkanen outside. 4-3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, Markkanen staying after it. He has got it going.
Now here's Nembhard. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Here's Murphy. And Indiana misses again.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Markkanen misses.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And then Siakam with the jam.
He's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 17-4 run. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Changes for Indiana. Matherin comes in for Murphy, and T.J. McConnell subbed in for Neesmith. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Love is checked in for Nurkic. Filipowski comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Mikhailuk's checked in for Bailey. And Sensabaugh subbed in for George. Here's Filipowski. The 3 is up. hits a three-pointer.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Pacers trail by 4. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, a big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team. And Utah coach Bill Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process, seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Filipowski. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. 4 on the clock. And it's Love missing. Indiana's gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. Pass to Nembhard. It's a nice passing by Indiana here. And Siakam gets it to go. Siakam's got 8 points.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
There's a screen by Love. Three-pointer. Indiana with a rebound. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Atlanta.
They really relied on the perimeter game in that one. Just consistent from distance all night.
Yeah, and what the heck were you supposed to do to stop them? Bucket after bucket from deep. Quite a show.
Siakam, that's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And there's 1:38 left in the first. Pass to Love. Here's Collier. Right wing. Here's Sensabaugh. Utah with another miss. The Pacers shooting a terrific 58% to start the game. Excellent numbers.
And it comes off a good pass. Clearly, Mathurin has been well coached on when to give it up.
Here's Collier. Still without a bucket. Pass to Sensabaugh.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
And he can't get the first one. And Indiana with some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Huff. Walker comes in for Pascal Siakam. And it's Shepard in for Nembhard. Then for Utah, Anderson's checked in for Love. And it's George in for Mikhailuk. And he's good on the second. And here's McConnell. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Mathurin. 46 seconds left to play in the first. And yep, it's good.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Jazz trail by 3. Here's Collier. No points yet. It's Anderson on the wing. Here's Collier. Fires the 3. And he buries his first look.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the first. McConnell with it. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Mathurin passes to Walker. And the basket is good. And the Pacers lead by 2.
And such a strong guy. Walker could live in the paint.
Here's Sensabaugh for 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. The first quarter all wrapped up. And it's been an exciting game so far. It's the Pacers. They lead by a bucket. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
So the Jazz 5 right now. We've got Filipowski, George out there with Collier, and it's Sensabaugh in at the 3. Jackson, the pass to Matherin. George against McConnell. Back to Matherin. The 3 ball. And the 3-pointer goes. Matherin's got 5.
He's got that guard quickness. Matherin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here he goes. Puts up the 8-footer. Good on the jump shot.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Shepard. To the middle. And the jam by Walker.
I mean, what an acrobatic move. Walker just leaving them speechless.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Hendricks. Still no points. Here's Collier. Uses the glass on the layup.
Well, once he gets a step to the rim like that, it's going to take more of a defensive effort to force the miss.
While we have a small sample size of Isaiah Collier, he has shown impressive flashes so far.
Yeah, B.A., I really like how confident. When he's out on the floor, he carries himself like he belongs here. A confident mentality can go a long way for a young player.
And it's Utah with the ball. After Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot. Let's go with a 3. The rebound by Shepard.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
McConnell outside. Jackson, the pass to Matherin. Six on the shot clock. From downtown, Utah grabs the miss. And here's George. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game. Inside. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Benedict Matherin picks one up.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Siakam, he's checked in for Walker. Furphy comes in for Matherin. And Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Shepard. And the free throw, no good. And Stan, the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other. Sometimes you see teams where you've got 2 really talented guys or 3 really talented guys, but their games are the same. That won't work. You need complementary talent. And when you have it, things come together quickly.
Hendricks. No good from outside. Pacers leading by 4. McConnell outside. Back to Nesmith. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Markkanen checked in for Hendricks.
First team foul. At the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
One shot. One shot.
And that one misses. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Graham.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
Now here's Siakam. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Defensive foul. Lauri Markkanen. First personal foul.
Indiana shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
One shot. Pascal Siakam.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good.
And Siakam can score from all three levels, which is why this team leans on him to shoulder a lot of the offensive load.
Pass to Markkanen. Filipowski up top. 2 points. That one goes.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Furphy. He's got 13. Outside Neesmith. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got his 4th assist in this one. Jazz trail by 9. Now George. Pass to Sensabaugh. Fires the 3. Counted from distance. Sensabaugh's got 8.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Checked in for Jackson. And a moment to check in on the rookies with the best shooting percentage in the last month. Number 1, Kyle Filipowski. In the 3rd spot, Isaiah Collier.
And these two guys just keep proving that they know how to pick their shots, not wasting chances on bad looks or pushing themselves too hard.
And here's McConnell. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Furphy. Takes the 3. The rebound by Filipowski. Jazz trail by 6. Here's Collier. 5 points in the game. Markkanen from long range. Another 3 for Utah.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
Here's Furphy. Now here's Siakam. He's got 12. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And it's Filipowski. That time on the assist by Markkanen. And it's now only a 1-point Indiana lead. And here's Indiana now. Pass to Siakam. That one's off. Still out of sync.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Here's Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Give him 8 points now. Just 5 on the clock. Markkanen misses.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Siakam. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Markkanen.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Pass to Collier. From outside the arc, fires in the triple. Collier's got 5 points in the quarter.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. For Utah, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Filipowski, and Bailey subbed in for Sensabaugh. Utah on D, high post Siakam. Nimhard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Neesmith. Shoots over Collier. And Neesmith gets it to go. Neesmith's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he got off to a slow start, but now in the second, he seems to be finding his rhythm.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. PA, back to you.
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Collier. Neesmith covering. Three-pointer, no good. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Now here's Neesmith. Here's Furphy. Here's Siakam. George defending. Nimhard outside. No good on the triple. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 13-5 run. Collier. Three-pointer. That one is off. Excellent D there from Siakam. To the paint. Big-time slam by Siakam.
There's certain nights Siakam takes over. He's been aggressive here from the tip.
And Utah has possession. Markkanen outside. Pass to Collier. George outside. And here's Markkanen. There's the triple. Up again. It's good on the putback.
And for Nurkic, one of his key attributes, the ability to keep the play alive on the glass.
Siakam outside. Here's Furphy. To the inside. Nimhard. Good. Nimhard's got 5.
Hey, I like the unselfishness. If someone has a better opportunity, make the next pass.
So it's Utah now, trailing by 2. George with it. Markkanen, the pass to George. Back to Markkanen. Launches a 3. Oh, Markkanen drills the 3.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Pass to Furphy. And here's Siakam for 3. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Williams is checked in for Utah. And a list of rookies that are red hot, the leaders in scoring over the previous 10 games. 5th is Ace Bailey.
And I just love how he has shouldered the offensive load for them. Just getting to his spots and filling it up out there.
Pass to Collier. It's Markkanen on the wing. Here's Collier. Markkanen sets a screen. And that's good. Collier for 3. Collier's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, that's his 3rd triple of the game and his 2nd in this quarter. He is heating up.
Here's Furphy. Williams defending. Throws it up high. And stolen by Markkanen. For 3, Collier. Here's Nurkic. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Man, this is the game that Nurkic plays. Using the big body inside, carving out a high percentage look.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, someone who has battled injuries. Great to see Yusuf Nurkic out there tonight.
Down low. Here's Huff, and he jams it home with authority.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
.136 left to play in the half. Nimhard outside. Pass to Furphy. No good. Some solid defense from Williams. Markkanen finds Williams. And it's rejected. Here's Huff. And he throws it down with one hand.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Here's Collier. He's got 11. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. Second chance effort. Williams from long range. Again, the miss by Williams. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Nembhard. Shot from the low post is good. Nembhard's got 4 points in the quarter.
And we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half of this one. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Bailey. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Furphy. And Indiana again with the bucket.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint. You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Count it.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
High post Siakam. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Utah ahead. They're up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
The front office made it a priority to lengthen the bench, and you're seeing those returns tonight.
Yeah, this is a team that can throw a lot of fresh bodies at you. And time for a look here at how the West is shaping up as we continue to work our way through this season.
A look here now at Utah. They're frustrated, and you can understand their frustration. They were expected to be good this year. Their fan base was fired up, but it just hasn't come together.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Utah leading. We've got Nesmith. Also Andrew Nembhard out there, and it's Furphy in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Bailey, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
I like seeing Markkanen move the ball like this, wanting to get his teammates going.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. He needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Here's George, after Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot. And here's Bailey for 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Pacers trail by 3. Outside Nesmith. Out to the right wing. There's a screen. Here's Furphy. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. three is up. Indiana with a rebound. Murphy's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Siakam. Lets the three fly. Williams grabs the board. Markkanen against Nimhard. Back to George. Markkanen for 3. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And now a 6-point Utah lead.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Pass to Huff. Now here's Neesmith. Now Siakam. It's guarded by Markkanen. The fadeaway. And down it goes. 2 points. And that's 19 points for Pascal Siakam.
Over time, we have seen Siakam blossom into a star. Someone who's comfortable shouldering the offense.
The 3. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance in a 3-point play. That's going to send Pascal Siakam to the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen. He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip.
At the line, for the Pacers, Pascal Siakam. 1 shot.
Utah leading by 4. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Nurkic passes to Bailey. Off the mark there with a 3. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And stolen by Markkanen. George outside. And there's the lob. Deflects the pass. Nurkic finds George. From the arc. Drills it from deep. George has got 5.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And timeout called by Rick Carlisle. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
I hear that music, and here they come. Your Pacers hype crew.
Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for him.
We're just not seeing the same tenacity from him on the defensive end lately. He hasn't been blocking as many shots over the last few months, and I think it's made him a little less intimidating under the hoop.
Pacers trail by 7. Nimhard outside. Pass to Furphy. All alone. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. George passes to Nurkic. For 3, Collier. The rebound by Nimhard. Indiana's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Furphy. Fires for defense from Markkanen. Here's Collier. He's got 13. Pass to Markkanen. And here's George. Shot clock at 6. Good on the shot. And it's a 9-point Jazz lead.
And just muscling it in, George, very aggressive.
Here's Nembhard. He has 7. Outside Neesmith. From deep. Utah grabs the miss. George outside. Markkanen outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Siakam outside. Some solid defense from Markkanen.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Utah moving the ball around. Nurkic can't hit from in close.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet. That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Collier. He's got 13. Driving to the basket, and that one's good. Collier's got 15 points.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Nembhard, following the bucket by Utah. Pass to Neesmith. To the middle to stop the drought. Murphy drops in the layup for 2. Murphy's got 20 points.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Now here's Nurkic. Here's Markkanen. Now here's George. He's guarded by Nembhard. For 3, Collier. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 7 assists in the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And that's good. Murphy.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
George against Nembhard. Markkanen right side. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Pacers trail by 9. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Murphy. Off target from 3-point range. The Jazz have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Here's Collier. 18 points for him. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at the Pacers. They're way down there in the conference, but still optimistic they can turn it around.
Checking out the Pacers, this year hasn't worked out for them at all. They were being talked about as a title contender in the preseason.
I agree, guys. I thought they'd be a lot better. Sometimes you can have disappointing years like this, though, and they're not a lot of fun to be a part of.
Now here's Nembhard. 7 points in the game, and the shot goes. Huff's got 8 points.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Utah leading by 7. And here's George. Markkanen outside. From deep 3-point land. Huff pulls it in. Huff's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Neesmith. Nembhard against George. 6 to shoot. George against Nembhard. Buries it down low. And now just a 5-point Utah lead. The Jazz shooting it at 52%. Pass to Sensabaugh. Kicks it out to Markkanen. George for 3. Huff pulls it in. The Pacers have gotten 7 of 15 shots to hit in the second half. And that's good. Murphy. Murphy's got 25 points.
They're really working the paint now.
Utah leading by 3. Now George. 7 points in the game. Shoots over Nembhard. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, if you have the space, you have to take that shot. He missed it, but he's trying to keep the defense honest.
Now here's Nembhard. Pass to Murphy. 5 to shoot. Here's Huff. Another shot. And he sinks the layup. He's got 10.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Here for the Pacers. Walker, he's checked in for Huff. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Murphy. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Neesmith. Hendricks is checked in for Utah. Mikhailuk comes in for George. On defense, the Pacers. Here's Collier. He's marked by McConnell. To the paint. Clock at 6. The shot by Filipowski, no good. Here's Indiana. They're on a 13-3 run. McConnell finds Mathurin. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Mathurin's got 10.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Here's Collier. He's marked by McConnell. Good. Collier's got 7 now in this quarter. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Here's Mathurin. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
2:21 left in the third quarter here. For three, Collier. Indiana with a rebound. Just 1 point separating the teams. Nimhart, the pass to McConnell. Now here's Matherin. 12 points for him. Shot blocked. Second shot opportunity. And McConnell the bucket on the assist by Jackson. And the Pacers lead by 3.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
55 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Out left to the wing. Utah moving the ball around. Here's the three. Here's Mikhailuk. The shot, no good. Indiana on offense. They're on a 19-5 run. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Jackson. Nimhart outside. Jackson the screen. A clear look for Nimhart. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Jackson.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of it.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Pacers. They're up by 2. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So the Jazz 5 right now. We've got George. He's out there with Collier. And it's Filipowski in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Matherin. Jackson the screen. And here's Siakam for 3. He can't get it to go.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Inside, it's tipped. Here's Shepard. Pass to McConnell. Here's Shepard. Siakam outside. Just 5 to shoot. Down low, Siakam drops it in.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Pass to Collier. This one for 3. Indiana with a rebound. Jackson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the inside. And Siakam with the slam.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Here's Collier. To the middle. Goes up. Uses the glass that time. It's good.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Indiana leading by 4. McConnell passes to Matherin. Pass to Siakam. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Pacers.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Jazz trail by 7. George with it. There's the 3. That one doesn't drop. Great D that time from McConnell.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
Outside Matherin. Six on the shot clock. From behind the arc. Utah with the rebound. Down low. Markkanen used it his size inside.
Yeah, he's not just a perimeter shooter. Markkanen will take it right at you.
Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. McConnell looking around. Now here's Matherin, tightly guarded. Pass to Shepard. His first shot attempt. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside, here's Markkanen. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Matherin passes to Huff. Siakam draws the double. McConnell from outside. And Indiana misses again. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Markkanen. And here's George. He's marked by McConnell. George, his shot is good.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
And here's McConnell. Here's Siakam. It's guarded by Markkanen. Unloads. And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Gets the 14-footer to fall. And it's now only a 1-point Pacer lead.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Now McConnell. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. George outside. Pass to Filipowski. Back to George. And here's Markkanen to take the lead. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Markkanen's gotten 4 this quarter.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
For Indiana, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this 4th quarter. Here's Siakam. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the 4th. And here's Shepard for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Shepard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Coming down the stretch, it's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And the Jazz lead by 1.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here. It goes on Kyle Filipowski. Some changes for Indiana. Furphy's checked in for Matherin. Neesmith comes in for Shepard. And Andrew Nimhart subbed in for McConnell. Then for Utah, Nurkic comes in for Filipowski. And Bailey subbed in for Mikhailuk. Now here's George. Markkanen outside. Here's Bailey. Again, Utah.
Yeah, really nice to see Markkanen keeping his head up and finding the open teammate.
Indiana's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Furphy. Back to Siakam. Outside Neesmith. Jacks up a 3. Utah with the rebound. Bailey's got 4 rebounds now. The Jazz have gotten 7 of their first 10 shots to go during this fourth quarter. For 3, George. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
Outside Neesmith. Pass to Furphy. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Siakam for 3. The deep ball by Siakam.
How about Siakam right there, coming right back and sinking the 3?
Here's George. And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now, my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Markkanen against Siakam. Here's George. Pass to Nurkic. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Yeah, when Nurkic is healthy, he's a difference maker for his team.
Indiana's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Outside Neesmith. Nimhart with it. Back to Neesmith. Some solid defense from Williams. Jazz leading by 3. Markkanen from long range. They get it again. Nurkic's shot is good.
Yeah, in the paint, Nurkic can be a monster. He's got all the physical gifts he needs to dominate.
Nimhart against George. Back to Nimhart. Pass to Furphy. Chalk walk up two there. Murphy's got 27 points.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Now here's Markkanen. Williams passes to George. Sends it home from three-point land. George has got 13 in the second half. Pacers trail by 6. Outside Neesmith. Fires the three. The free ball is down.
He hit 3 triples in the first half. 3 more since. That's nothing to shrug at.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Nurkic outside. Here's George. Now Markkanen. Wide open. Cash it in.
And over time, Markkanen has embraced more of a leadership role, which includes taking and making crucial shots.
And here's Nembhard. Here's Furphy. Siakam the screen. Puts up the tray. Shot's no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Here's Markkanen. Let's loose for three. The three is in.
Putting that size and the shooting ability to work. Markkanen loves putting up big numbers for his team.
Pacers trail by 8. Nembhard outside. Now Siakam. Pulls it from 20. Oh, yeah! That's good!
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Buries it from outside.
A lot of confidence from George shooting the three early in his career.
And for Indiana, they're shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started. Siakam fires, creating his own room. Pascal Siakam.
Well, look, he knows how much size he's given up in that matchup, so he has to create space to get his shot off.
George! Oh, the shot is off.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay, and he couldn't.
Markkanen against Siakam. Rebounded by Markkanen. Utah leading by 7. 56 seconds left in the fourth. Here's the pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Takes a three. Nembhard there for the rebound.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
Here's Huff. Nembhard outside. And the three misses. Williams outside. Outside George. Puts it up. And he gets the jumper to fall.
Easy to see the kind of impact George is going to have in this league. Already so productive.
And so it's Utah with the W. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Lori, some efficient shooting for you tonight. How comfortable were you with the looks you were getting?
I was good. Teammates kept finding me. I think I had good looks, and can't really say much. Just try not to think about it too much and just let it go.
Just play the game the way it should be. Congrats on the win, Lori.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Lauri Markkanen.